Our brand is on your side, and I honestly can tell you we live that each and every day.
That's basically whenever there's a problem in the issue, we try our best to solve it and get the community answers.
Her son is one of thousands of children in the U.S. who are prescribed a hypoallergenic formula for an array of medical issues. The cost is typically double that of regular formula. But that's nowhere near the prices discovered by a military mother on Jacksonville's South Side.
We go more for the news that could help you.
Tonight, results and a reunion for a family torn apart at Jacksport when their grandparents were deported to China. Now, after we aired this story, the coverage received national attention, questioning why the couple was forced to return to China after their Carnival cruise, even though they had a valid travel visa in the U.S.
Now on your side, Julia Janae is digging deeper, looking at the whirlwind week that brought the couple back to the USA.
This is the face of sheer happiness.
Solving people's problems, helping them out.
Hurricane coverage, we're on top of it. We are truly on this community's side.
Well, the worst thing that could happen has happened. This is my house. This is our house now.
When I first started here, I was a young reporter. I just wanted to do everything, you know, and I got assigned to cover a hurricane, and I thought, wow, that's so exciting. I don't feel that way at all anymore. This is my home. It's your home.
So this water extends all the way out here into 3rd Street. It actually is on the other side of this barrier as well. And it goes up towards, it looks like 4th and maybe 5th Street. And we are getting some very heavy rain here as these bands come through, coming right off from kind of where the beach is. Sorry, it's kind of painful out here, the rain is. It's coming in so hard.
I don't want to get good at this. I don't want to get good at leaving a home. But if we have to, we have to, and we'll return to it, and we will rebuild, right? I guess that's what we learned from last year.
You see the flashing lights, those are residents in distress, crying out for help because there's no power. They can't call. They've triggered the fire alarm. JSO is out here. They're trying to get folks out if the folks want to get out.
I've never asked this community for help, and haven't gotten it. Good people here, good people here. So if you're home right now and you're worried, just know you're not by yourself.
That's about a 40 to 50 mile an hour gust we're getting now. Stay with me, brace it, hang on. That's due east. And this is the last Irma's got to offer, folks. You're seeing the last kind of threat, at least for Jacksonville Beach, where I am. There will be more on the back end as far as winds are concerned. But she's tried to beat us down. She will not do it. There we go.
With that bridge constructed back in 1941, still holding steady.
But it just means that, you know, we're in your corner. A lot of people feel like they don't have a voice, especially when they're going up against, you know, whether it be a corporation or going up against someone who's in power. And I feel like we're those people who can kind of back them up and be that voice for them when they really feel like they're being pushed down.
It was great to see how everybody in this community stuck together. No violence, no looting, just people helping each other. So
you're making me tear up. And that's what's so amazing about doing these stories. It's not just showing you guys the aftermath, but it's showing you how much this community really pulls together. So I'm gonna give you a hug. Right. Thank you so much, and good luck. You guys are gonna be up in no time, and we'll be here to monitor everything. Back to you guys in the studio.
First Coast News has always been on your side, and now we're launching an initiative called After Irma on Your Side. This team is dedicated to helping people to get the help they need in the aftermath of the storm, and also how to avoid scams, because they're out there. We'll be digging into issues all throughout the week, everything from water-soaked cars to protection from scammers. And you can email us or you can call us. But if you email us, do that to firstcoastnews.com. Beautiful evening for a beautiful event. As we mentioned, First Coast News is hosting a big Thanksgiving feast for those families and business owners who lost
practically everything during Hurricane Irma.
So they're all getting a seat at the table, that big table you saw there, which is lining a neighborhood street in San Marco right now. Jeannie and Tim are standing by with a special guest of honor.
And we are here with a very special guest, a VIP.
This is our amazing At the Table event here in San Marco, a neighborhood where so many people lost so much. So we decided to host this early Thanksgiving dinner. As you can see, folks have sort of already finished dessert here and they're still chit-chatting about the night. We say that it's not just a slogan, we literally live that each and every day, and it's a fun thing for us because we enjoy this place.
Charlie Kondek was a police officer 22 years, 5 in New York, 17 in Florida. He was 3 years away from retirement.
And this is when we should have been traveling.
But in a fleeting moment, it wasn't to be.
It was a little upsetting because it was preventable.
Charlie and Teresa Kondek were married 18 years. They have 5 children. She worked at the clerk of courts and he was an officer with the Tarpon Springs Police Department. Their work schedules were opposite, but perfect for them.
He worked midnight shifts and I worked days, so we never had babysitters or, daycare. Daycare was really expensive, especially with 5.
December 2014, 4 days before Christmas, her doorbell rang. It's 3:11 in the morning.
Charlie had always told you that if you see a Tarpon Springs uniform at the door, I'm not coming home.
Right.
Is that correct?
It is.
Kondek says she tried to call him before going to the door.
You have reached the voicemail box.
It was a hard knock on the door over and over.
There was no answer.
I looked out the window and all I could see were red and blue lights.
She decided to call police dispatch, the communication center. Maybe they can reach him.
It was just a pause, so I started getting nervous, and I told her who I was and that I wanted to just speak to him, and he was just still quiet. I just started asking, is he okay? And she just said, is there someone at the door? I said, yes. And she said, you just need to answer the door.
"206 miles separate Jacksonville from Tarpon Springs. What happened to Charlie Kondek has now connected the two cities in an unforgettable way.
Look how far this gun traveled.
4 months earlier, teenagers lifting door handles of cars parked on Jacksonville's Wind Cave Lane found the black .40 caliber Glock pistol in an unlocked 2007 Honda Accord.
If that person had locked their door, I wouldn't be where I am now. My husband wouldn't be dead. My husband would be retired. My kids would have a father.
That same stolen gun would be used to shoot and kill Officer Kondek.
And several months ago, First Coast News met with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office to discuss what we here at the television station could do to help reduce the violence in our city. JSO had already launched a campaign called the 9 p.m. routine in hopes of reminding people to lock their car doors. Well, we have joined their effort.
Dis-toi.
My name is Teresa Kondek. My husband was Officer Charles Kondek. He was killed in the line of duty. The gun that was used to kill my husband was stolen from an unlocked car in Jacksonville. Please lock your cars.
The On Your Side brand is, it's kind of who we are, it's who we've been, and, it's something I'm pretty sure will continue to be through the rest of time and eternity and all that great stuff.